Get ready for an amazing adventure. In this video, we're going to show you 11 important things you need to quietly cut out of your life. We invite you to actively join us on this journey. Share your thoughts on each topic we cover, and stick around until the end. A journey of learning and growth awaits you. The next few moments are your chance to deeply reflect and better understand who you are. We believe the lessons we're about to share will enlighten and transform your life. Let's get started. First point: removing people who hurt you. When dealing with people who hurt you, there's no need to explain yourself to those who cause you pain. There's no need to complain, argue, or have a confrontation over someone's bad attitude. If someone has made decisions that disrespected and hurt you, even if they were someone you thought was a perfect friend, it's better to move on without seeking justifications. Stay calm and rational, focusing on your own growth. There may come a time when that person will need you and seek your support. In that moment, simply saying no is enough. If you choose to explain your reasons, do so. But remember that if this person failed to show character and broke your trust, you are not obligated to help them. Avoid conflicts or fights. The best course of action is to quietly remove that person from your life. Time will reveal the consequences of their actions. Focus on taking care of yourself and let the future show what's best for both of you. When we move forward without explaining or justifying our choices, we demonstrate deep respect for ourselves and our boundaries. It's important to remember that we're not obligated to associate with people who harm us or fail to value us. Each of us deserves respect and appreciation for who we truly are. By choosing to quietly remove those who hurt us, we make a brave decision for our emotional well-being and personal growth. This choice allows us to move toward a more authentic and fulfilling life. Second point: letting go of unnecessary goals. There will be times when you realize the importance of making choices, acting in a certain way, or staying true to your own path. Sometimes, you'll need to abandon certain goals to prioritize what aligns best with your essence. This is completely normal. We don't always achieve everything we plan, and at times, it's necessary to give up some things in favor of others. However, it's essential to silently eliminate these unnecessary goals without broadcasting your moves to the world. Don't leave clues or loose information that could reveal your main strategy. Be smarter in this process. Quietly remove less important goals and make gradual changes in your life. By doing so, you maintain focus on what truly matters and avoid distractions. This subtle approach prevents unnecessary interference or judgment from others, empowering you to align your actions with your true priorities. Remember, success often comes from the ability to adapt and refocus without feeling the need to justify every step you take. As the cards are laid out on the table, always proceed with discretion. Protect your plans and allow your decisions to be guided by authenticity, seeking the path most aligned with who you truly are. Third point: relationships. Be it friendship or romance, it's crucial not to share intimate details or vent to others about the reasons behind the end of a friendship or relationship. The intimacy shared belongs solely to you and the other person involved, and others don't need to know the reasons. Nobody has the right to know about fights or unpleasant situations, as this can lead to gossip and further complicate the matter. If you feel the need to talk, have a conversation with yourself and reflect on what happened. The urge to share might indicate that there are still unhealed wounds. Therefore, regardless of the situation, the appropriate action is to analyze these behaviors quietly without involving others. If you have a problematic relationship in your life, it's important to remove it without broadcasting the news. Keeping such matters private and dealing with the issues internally will aid in the acceptance and healing process. Preserve the privacy and dignity of all parties involved, and take care of your emotional well-being with wisdom and discretion. Fourth point: controlling emotions during tense periods. During periods of tension, avoid raising your voice in front of others and control your display of excessive frustration or anger. If you're upset, redirect that energy toward actions that yield beneficial results. Use it as a driving force to advance your life goals and train your body to handle stress effectively. Contain your emotions, reflect on them, and channel the accumulated energy into something that strengthens you. However, proceed with caution and discretion, as losing control can expose vulnerabilities. During tense moments, aim to dissipate the tension discreetly by resolving issues, fulfilling responsibilities, and using reasoning as your ally. Avoid broadcasting your difficulties. Instead, value what and who is already in your life. Cultivating gratitude. Find a quiet way to relieve emotional pressure, seeking internal balance and healthier approaches to facing challenges. If you've made it this far, I encourage you to leave a comment to show that you're truly seeking change. Go ahead, leave a like, and subscribe for more content like this. Let's continue. Fifth point, avoid judging others publicly. Avoid sharing your judgments about others. In fact, you shouldn't even harbor such opinions in your consciousness. Seriously consider the image you project when you speak ill of someone. You could have an enriching dialogue or elevate the conversation. But instead, you might spoil the atmosphere by venting negativity about another person. Please don't do that. Refrain from going around declaring who you like or dislike. Learn to be diplomatic. If you don't like someone, it's entirely possible to distance yourself without openly expressing your disdain. By doing so, you preserve your dignity and maintain a sense of harmony in your interactions. Diplomacy doesn't mean suppressing your feelings, but rather managing them wisely. By choosing silence over negativity, you demonstrate emotional maturity and build stronger, more respectful relationships from them, or try to maintain a tolerable coexistence. Always act intelligently. If there's a problem with that person, try to talk, engage in dialogue, and seek a consensus. However, the opinions and judgments you hold about others should be immediately discarded. As mentioned before, no matter if you like or dislike someone, always act diplomatically, showing yourself capable of adapting to the environment, changing, and interacting regardless of differences with other people. Maintain a respectful and empathetic posture in your interactions. Doing so will contribute to a more harmonious environment and healthier relationships with others. Sixth point, avoid comparing yourself to others. Each person has their own path, achievements, and successes that should be valued without reference to others. The harmful habit of comparing our lives to others can negatively impact our emotional well-being and hinder our personal growth. Moreover, it lowers our self-esteem, as we risk falling into the trap of unfavorable comparisons, focusing on what we think we lack instead of recognizing our own strengths and accomplishments. When we constantly compare ourselves to others, we lose sight of our own goals and desires. We get distracted from what truly matters, focusing on what we think we should have or achieve based on other standards. This prevents us from moving forward on our own journey and achieving our individual goals. By eliminating comparison, we can cultivate gratitude for our circumstances and celebrate our progress and growth. Remember, each person has their unique way and individual circumstances. Comparing yourself to others is neither fair nor healthy. Each of us has different strengths, challenges, and life paths. Instead of comparing ourselves to others, it is more productive to focus on our own learning and personal development. Seventh point, conscious use of social media. Imagine for a moment that your life is a book filled with fascinating stories, learnings, and adventures. Now think of social media as a library where millions of other stories are shared every second. Exciting, right? But here lies a subtle danger: constant comparison. As we flip through the glossy pages of these digital stories, we often find ourselves comparing our most challenging chapters with the highlight moments of others. This comparison, often unfair and unrealistic, can lead us into a cycle of dissatisfaction and envy. Can you see how this can be harmful? With this in mind, it's essential to learn to limit our consumption of these digital stories. Imagine deciding to visit this digital library with a clear purpose. You enter, look for exactly what you need, whether it's connection, inspiration, or information, and then leave, returning to the reality of your own book, the book of your life. But how do you do this in practice? Start by defining clear boundaries for your social media use. Set time limits to prevent excessive scrolling and be mindful of the content you consume. Focus on accounts and communities that inspire, educate, or bring positivity. Avoid comparing yourself to curated, highlight-filled posts. By practicing conscious use of social media, you can prevent unnecessary stress and instead focus on crafting your own story, appreciating your unique journey, and embracing your individuality. Set specific times of the day to check your social media instead of getting lost in it at every moment. Be it during breakfast, a break at work, or at the end of the day. This structure helps prevent social media from dominating your time and thoughts. Another effective strategy is to question the intention behind each online interaction. Ask yourself, am I seeking something constructive here or just killing time? This reflection helps differentiate productive use from aimless, passive consumption. Moreover, it's crucial to recognize the signs that social media is negatively impacting your mood or self-esteem. If you find yourself feeling down after using these platforms, it might be time to take a break. Use this time to reconnect with activities that bring joy and satisfaction in the real world, like reading a book, engaging in a hobby, or simply enjoying nature. By adopting these practices, you not only protect your mental health but also rediscover the beauty of your own story, free from the constant need to compare it with others. Remember, each of us has a unique path filled with highs and lows, triumphs and challenges. That's exactly what makes each story, including yours, so valuable and unique. As we bid farewell to this topic, I invite you to reflect on how you can start writing the next chapter of your story today, with less influence from the digital world and more focus on what truly matters in your life. Let's embark on this journey of self-discovery and growth together. Take charge of your life with the wisdom of history's greatest philosophers. Stoicism in the 21st century is your guide to resilience, well-being, and prosperity. Turn challenges into triumphs, stress into strength, and uncertainty into clarity. Click the link in the pinned comment and begin your Stoic journey to a life of success and fulfillment. Get your ebook today. 8th point, the pursuit of external approval. We live in a world where a person's worth often seems tied to others' perceptions. Today, I invite you to explore the liberation that comes from breaking free from this incessant search for approval. Imagine yourself on a stage, under the spotlight, surrounded by a crowd of expectant faces, each with an opinion on how you should act, speak, and be. Can you see how suffocating this can be? Now visualize yourself stepping off that stage and entering a peaceful, serene space, a place where the only opinion that truly matters is your own. This metaphor illustrates the importance of recognizing and valuing your inner voice above the external noise. When we base our actions and decisions on the quest for approval, we drift away from who we truly are and what we genuinely desire. It's like constantly trying to wear an outfit that doesn't fit, adjusting and conforming to meet others' expectations while ignoring our own needs and individuality. By stepping away from this pursuit, you allow yourself the freedom to live authentically, guided by your values and aspirations rather than external validation. This freedom fosters self-respect, confidence, and a life of genuine fulfillment. Each step you take on this path is a step toward embracing the person you are meant to be, unshackled from the pressures of external judgment. Fit just to please others? Now think about the times when you felt most fulfilled and content. They were probably moments when you were aligned with your own values and beliefs, regardless of what others thought or expected. This is the essence of living authentically. But how can we practice this in our daily lives? It starts with small steps. For instance, the next time you're about to make a decision, ask yourself, am I doing this because I truly want to or because it's what others expect of me? Learn to trust your intuition and recognize your own desires and needs. Another powerful practice is strengthening your self-esteem. Value your qualities, celebrate your achievements, and learn from your mistakes. Remember, self-acceptance is an ongoing process, and every small victory counts. Finally, cultivate relationships that support and encourage you to be your best self. Surround yourself with people who respect your individuality and inspire you to express your true essence. By freeing ourselves from the need for external approval, we open the doors to a more authentic and rewarding path. This path allows us to be the true protagonists of our lives, writing our own stories with the ink of authenticity and courage. With that, we conclude this topic, hoping it serves as an invitation to reflect on how you can live a more authentic life, true to yourself and away from the shadows of others' approval. Ninth point, the privacy of relationships. The way we handle our relationships, whether in friendship or love, reflects various facets of our lives. Relationships are like mirrors, bringing experiences that shape who we are. But there's a delicate line here, the line of privacy and discretion. Think of a relationship as a secret garden, a place where you nurture emotions, dreams, and special moments. This garden is sacred, a space that deserves respect and care. When a relationship ends, whether it's a friendship or a romance, it's natural to feel pain, confusion, and a need to process what happened. However, it's essential to remember that the details of this garden, this shared story, belong only to you and the other person involved. By choosing not to divulge intimate details or reasons for the breakup, you preserve the dignity of both parties and protect your own heart. Sharing such information with others can open doors to misunderstandings, judgments, and, worse, gossip. This doesn't contribute to healing. Rather, it can prolong the pain and create a cycle of negativity. So how can we deal with the end of a relationship in a healthy way? First, it's crucial to give yourself time and space to heal. Allow yourself to feel the emotions, but do so introspectively. If necessary, seek the support of a mental health professional, someone who can provide objective guidance and support. Second, cultivate the habit of personal reflection. Instead of seeking external validation or comfort, turn inward. Ask yourself, what have I learned from this relationship? How has it helped me grow? This self-inquiry helps transform the pain into an opportunity for growth. Lastly, focus on moving forward. Letting go of the past doesn't mean forgetting. It means accepting what happened and choosing to grow from it. Keep your heart open to new experiences and relationships, but carry the wisdom you've gained as a guide. Relationships, even when they end, are powerful teachers. By handling them with discretion and care, you nurture not only your emotional well-being but also the ability to build healthier connections in the future. Protect the sacredness of your garden and embrace the lessons it has taught you. You can use those lessons to grow. Every relationship, even those that end, brings valuable insights. Finally, remember that maintaining discretion and privacy is a sign of maturity and respect, not just for the other person but for yourself. As you close a chapter in your life, do so with grace and dignity, knowing that each experience prepares you for what's to come. With that, we conclude this third point, hoping it sheds light and perspective on how to face the end of relationships with wisdom and respect, maintaining the dignity and privacy you and the other person deserve. 10th point, letting go of unrealistic expectations. This is an invitation to an internal journey where we'll explore how our expectations can shape, and sometimes distort, our perception of reality. Let's start with a metaphor. Imagine your life as a grand adventure across a vast ocean. Each expectation is like a sail on your boat, propelling you toward your dreams and goals. However, when these sails are too large, when our expectations become unrealistic, they can steer us off course, leading us into turbulent waters of disappointment and dissatisfaction. Unrealistic expectations are like maps promising treasures that don't exist. They make us chase ideals of perfection in ourselves, others, and the situations we experience. But the question we should ask is, are these ideals truly ours? Or have they been imposed by external influences such as society, culture, or the media? To begin detaching from these expectations, we first need to recognize them. This requires honesty and introspection. Ask yourself, do these expectations lift me up or weigh me down? Do they reflect who I truly am and what I value? The next step is practicing acceptance of who you are, where you are in your journey, and the circumstances you can't control. This doesn't mean giving up on your dreams, but rather recognizing and appreciating the process of getting there, with all its imperfections and challenges. Furthermore, it's crucial to learn to set realistic and achievable goals that resonate with your true essence, not an idealized image of success. This also involves celebrating the small victories along the way, acknowledging that each step, no matter how small, is valuable progress. Finally, remember that the journey is as important as the destination. By letting go of unrealistic expectations, you allow life to flow more naturally and peacefully, opening up space for surprises and joys that couldn't be planned. With that, we conclude this fourth point, hoping it inspires you to navigate life with sails adjusted to reality, appreciating the beauty of the journey with all its twists, turns, and discoveries. 11th point, a crucial but overlooked element. Now, we enter a territory often overlooked in our daily interactions, but one that holds significant value in shaping our experiences and connections. This final point invites us to reflect deeply on a subtle yet powerful aspect of our lives, an element that influences our relationships, decisions, and the way we perceive the world. Participation in gossip and the spread of negativity significantly impact our well-being and the relationships we cultivate. In this segment, we'll explore how distancing ourselves from these behaviors can improve our state of mind and enrich the quality of our relationships. Imagine every word we speak as a seed we plant in the garden of our lives and the lives of others. When we choose words of support, encouragement, and positivity, we plant seeds of kindness and understanding. Conversely, engaging in gossip or negative talk plants weeds of misunderstandings, distrust, and conflict. Participating in gossip may seem harmless or even a form of social connection, but in reality, it's a two-way street that leads to disrespect, devaluing others, and undermining our own integrity. Moreover, focusing on negativity feeds a mindset that obscures our ability to see the good and positive aspects of life around us. So how can we veer off this destructive path and choose a more uplifting one? First, it's essential to be mindful of the conversations we partake in. When a dialogue begins to drift into gossip or unnecessary criticism, try gently changing the subject or highlighting something positive about the person or situation in question. Additionally, practice empathy. Before speaking or sharing something about someone, ask yourself, would I want this to be said about me? This simple question can be a powerful guide in keeping conversations respectful and constructive. Another important step is to cultivate a positive environment. Surround yourself with people who value positivity and authenticity in their interactions. Together, you can create a culture of mutual respect and support, where gossip and negativity find no place to grow. Lastly, remember that change starts with you. By choosing not to partake in gossip and negativity, you not only protect your own integrity but also set an example for others. Your behavior can inspire those around you to adopt similar principles, creating a ripple effect of positivity. By embracing these practices, we cultivate a more empathetic, positive, and resilient mindset. This contributes to genuine personal growth and fosters more meaningful and respectful interpersonal relationships. Take actionable steps to live a more intentional, fulfilling, and authentic life. For example, removing toxic relationships and setting boundaries are crucial for emotional well-being. By quietly distancing ourselves from individuals who harm or disrespect us, we make room for personal growth and healthier connections. Additionally, letting go of unnecessary goals and unrealistic expectations allows us to focus on what truly aligns with our values, preventing unnecessary stress and dissatisfaction. The advice to practice discretion in our relationships reminds us to handle personal matters with respect and privacy, avoiding unnecessary gossip or judgment. Furthermore, the importance of controlling emotions and avoiding negativity teaches us to channel our energy constructively, fostering resilience and inner peace. In today's social media-driven culture, The emphasis on avoiding comparison and using digital platforms mindfully is especially powerful. Setting boundaries for online interactions and celebrating our unique journeys helps us embrace our individuality and protect our self-esteem. Finally, stepping away from the need for external approval and cultivating authenticity empowers us to live life on our terms. Applying these principles in everyday life through introspection, empathy, and conscious decision-making can lead to a more harmonious and purposeful existence. Let this story inspire you to evaluate your priorities, take ownership of your path, and build a life that reflects your true essence. Thanks for watching my videos. If you are looking to grow in life, don't forget to show some love by clicking the like button and subscribing. This supports the channel and allows me to continue creating content for you. Leave your thoughts or comments below. Feel free to express yourself and stay positive. See you next time.